Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching. And I wanted to tell you about something that I'm doing that's going to be hard, but it's going to be good at the same time. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed, would you please let me know what your favorite type of beauty videos are to watch? And let me tell you what it is I'm going to do that's going to make me go like, can I do this? And I know I can't. I'm putting myself on a no-buy. And no-buys are hard for me. I did my first no-buy last year. I will link down below in the description box the video I did on my no-buy, what I did, and how I stopped spending so much money. And then I was like, oh, I'm off my no-buy. And then guess what? It was like back to all the things that I had stopped doing. Part of that was because I did start doing videos. I have started doing at least 2 a week for several months now, and I kind of got that feeling of if I'm going to do so many, I definitely want to do more reviews. I want to try more products. I want to be able to share my thoughts on those. But then if you fall into that cycle of it's new, I need it, it's new, I need it, then I'm just back into that purchasing hamster wheel. And that's what I want to break. I want to really focus on maybe more as a 44-year-old, what techniques do I use? What's my philosophy on makeup? Out of everything that I already have, I have more than 20 powders. I've tried more than that. Which ones are my favorites and why? And maybe highlight some of those things during this time. So maybe I'm going to try more get readies with me. Maybe I'm going to focus more on a type of product. Let me know if you have any requests for things like that. If you want to see maybe great red lipstick options, if you want to see favorite mascaras, let's talk about those sorts of videos. Let me know what your favorites would be in the comments down below. I am going to give myself a little bit of wiggle room like I did last time. Last year, if you watched or have seen the video, you'll notice that I told you that I spend way too much on buying backups. I would find a product that I loved, and before I was even halfway through, I didn't want to be without it, so I'd buy 1 or 2. Oh, they were on sale. And then by the time I'm done with that first bottle or jar of that product, especially when it came to skincare, I would, and this is mostly skincare, I would have purchased something else that I wanted to try, and then I liked that better than the other, so that I still had these other backups that I hadn't run through. So over the last year, I have been going through and using up my backups. And there will come a point, because I have 1 jar now of face cream. It's the only face cream I have left in my collection, and I really like it a lot, that I have opened, and I know I'm going to run out of it before May, because I just go through face cream that quickly. And I know I'm going to need to buy another one, because I won't be without hydration. Another thing I think is a really strong chance of me running out of sunscreen. And so if I run out of an essential type of skincare product, whether it's a hydrator or a sunscreen or a serum, which I don't think that I will. I think I still have enough serums left that'll get all the way through May. I will allow myself to purchase that, because I'm not going to let my skincare and my skin itself suffer because I'm on a no-buy. So there will be wiggle room for purchasing needed aspects of my skincare regimen. Other things that I have told myself don't count towards this, and it's something that I said before in my previous video, was my BoxyCharm. Because I find that when I know I'm getting a BoxyCharm, I don't feel as I already have new product coming. I pay for it every 6 months, so it's already been paid for. It's coming anyway, whether I'm on a no-buy or not. But it also helps stop that impulse to, I want something new, I want something new. What is it? I may have to, again, unsubscribe from Trend Mood. I unsubscribed until, I don't know, maybe late summer, and then I resubscribed to her on Instagram, and I love her account so much. But it is nothing but what's new, what's new, what's new, what's out right now. You need it, you need it, you need it. Did you get it? And that is only going to trigger that desire to make purchases. I also have gone through and checked for every single sample that I could possibly use, whether it's makeup or skincare, to make sure that I've used it, and if I know I'm not going to be able to use it, to pass it on to someone else, because I don't want to have things in the house that I know I'm not going to use. Might as well let somebody else use them. And I've been finding some things that I do like. I've used this all up. This is from Dr. Jart. It's a ceramidin cream. I have the ceramidin lotion, which is like their hydrating toner, which I really love. And this is really good too. And I don't know that I would have ever gotten around to using it had I only been opening full-size products. So I am finding a few things that I know I have that urge to try something new, I do this. Another thing that I have decided to do, and I've got it all down here, is that when I have that desire to get a new eyeshadow palette, I have so many single shadows, I just rearrange them. And I probably have rearranged these single shadows, I have a ton of them, probably maybe 6 or 7 times in the last year. And what I do is, there are some shades in here that are very reminiscent of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. There are some kind of, I believe, more towards the bottom down here that are very similar to the Mario palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was looking for some plummy and some purpley tones, so I have kind of some of those going up here. It doesn't make a lot of sense if you just look at it, but I know where things are based on what sorts of colors and shades I want to use, or things that I wanted to try but didn't want to spend the money on. So if you have a lot of single shadows, think about going through and creating little palettes for yourself of shades, like these colors go together, these colors go together. I have a lot of that here, and it really, really does help me in that desire to not purchase, especially when it comes to shadows. Here's another one that I have, and they're laid out in different ways. These guys here are all, these 5 go together, these 5 go together all the way across, so it's top to bottom. Each row is a different color scheme that I spent time swatching and rearranging. I like these colors better together than this. So I definitely have looks here that I have not tried before. And I find that when I do something like this, I'm less likely, because I already feel like I have something new, even though it's not new product, I do have a new way to use it. It really does help stop that impulse to purchase something new. So I'm going to try different combinations with my makeup, whether it's singles or lip products or maybe layering mascaras to get a different look. That's going to be what I'm going to try and do during this time until the end of May for my no buy. And if things are going well, I might even extend it through June. So the other thing I should tell you is it's the beginning of February when I'm recording this. And I have officially stopped making purchases as of February 1. It's the 7th today, but I haven't purchased anything this month, and I'm not going to. And you might see after this point, if you're watching this video and later, like next week, you're like, wait, there's this, you just did a lip swatch, or there might be some things that I purchased in late January that don't arrive until later, and that by the time I get them recorded and edited up, it'll be in February past when this goes up. But just know, since the 1st of February, I haven't spent a dime, not planning to, unless it's skincare that I run out of that I need to fill that little spot in with. All right, so I hope, and I guess the reason I want to do this is I know that as a hobbyist, this is not like my job. This is what I do because I love it and I think it's so much fun, and I've always loved makeup with a deep, abiding love in my soul. Since I'm not one of those people who receives product from anywhere other than what I buy myself, I can't continue to sustain, thousands of dollars a year. Some people can because it's their job and they have the resources for that. My resources need to go towards, mortgage and groceries and bills and, the everyday life sort of stuff. I'm not spending money I don't have, but it might be put to a better use. Does that make sense? All right, we're not going in the hole here, but maybe we should spend it on something else. I also want to make sure that I'm not one of those people that perpetuates you always need the latest, you always need the greatest, you always need to buy more. This one concealer will solve all your problems. And I know that not everybody out there on YouTube is doing that, but sometimes I feel like I see something, I see a review, it makes me curious, or I see somebody talking about a product that's launching soon that has these claims or these qualities to the product, and it really drives up that desire that I need the latest and the greatest. And I don't want to be someone who's perpetuating that sort of feeling here, because you don't need all the new stuff. You need what works for you. And sometimes you have to try a lot till, like kiss a lot of frogs till you find your prince. You got to try a lot of concealers till you find like your magic wand that'll like get rid of all of your concerns on your face, or will be able to make you feel like a better version of you. And that's what I want to make sure that I rediscover within, because I do have some really beautiful products in my own collection. I want to rediscover those, and I want to help you rediscover those if you have a larger collection, or you know you're going out looking for that one thing and I'm going to spend this amount of money on it. Here are the options that I think are worth it for you. All right, so thank you for watching. Send up a little thought for me to stay on my no-buy and be really good. I will link my previous no-buy and how to save money down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being subscribed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.